foes!
Won't be hearing from you for a while. Get out of my way!
All in one blow.
Shutting down.
Unless my eyes deceive me, those are mechanical roosters.
They sure didn't skimp on their strange sentinel system around here.
Gods, leech this evil from my blood.
Into the fray once more.
Back on my feet again.
Waste your magic upon me. The elements call me home.
I needed that.
You've arrived. Ah, by the blessed stars, you've arrived. You must find her. Free her. The elements, there is a sinister power pulling these elements out of balance. Perhaps the same that took her. Almina, by name. Apprentice to the Guardian, your so-called White Witch. And now it seems her failure. I came to her that I may learn from her, learn to heal, to protect. But dark fiends invaded her sanctuary. She sensed they'd come, sensed the danger that hunted her, but knew that to flee would only prolong the chase and cast more innocents in their path. They took her here, to this strange and terrible place. Deep into its depths, where I could not follow. She is a protector of the weak. A champion of that surprised even me. I can only move my energy through through organic matter, and I doubted I could reach those flames. But the sentinels here, some of them seem to be sentient. Beware. Of course. Anything that may assist you, she must be restored. Whatever lies you have heard, the Guardian herself will right them. She is no more capable of murder than frost of warmth. She'd sooner destroy herself than another life. A woman such as she makes many enemies. She who creates will always be pursued by those who wish to destroy. What these particular despoilers had in mind, I know not, but I do know that they meant no good to come to her. That I know not. They hold her away and out of my sight before I could get my bearings in this awful place. Do you not feel it? The storm, the elements in chaos, at war. A strange dimension indeed, unfamiliar to me until now. The Rift Runner who brought the White Witch here called it Heiberheim, but I've never heard mention of it before now. But the elements here, they rattle in their imbalance. I can hardly see straight. My mind, my very soul, finds no peace here. I slip into the next life with a heart and mind in chaos and confusion. Fairy is a realm of all elements. Earth, fire, water, air. When one becomes overgrown, or the others become weakened, chaos ensues. Something must have disturbed the balance of power between the elemental monarchs. Heiberheim is the winter realm, but its reach extends farther than it should. Please, you must find the White Witch. Whatever she may stand accused of, I'm certain of nothing, if not her innocence. Free her, speak with her, and see for yourself. And tell her I'm sorry, and that I'll meet her again, perhaps, someday, somewhere far from here.
I mustn't have used it correctly.
Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong?
I'd trade my gauntlets for a hot drink. By the gods, what infernal weather is this?
Freeze to death if we don't find a fire or shelter.
footsteps of the Brawler. As good as the new pin. Bless the seven. I am restored. It's heating up.
Oh dear. It's the White Stag.
A brutal end for our mysterious friend. A bad omen, if ever there was one.
My blood turns to ice within my veins. As good as a new penny. Ah.
I have passed on, as you must pass on too. Be not dismayed, though, for there are many forms of passing. Yours, how wonderful it could be. It is in the nature of the wolf to attack the deer. This I cannot grudge my carnivorous neighbors. But the beasts here have grown more savage, the elements more vicious. Something is awry. Heiberheim was once a mighty and ordered kingdom, but the elements are in disarray. Ice has overcome all, and the spirits of the realm of Fairy are in turmoil. What it means, I cannot say. Farewell, Guardians.
Can't we ask Silvio for directions? I bet he knows this place like his own stump.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary, be vigilant.
Hello again, or do a salutoin, as we say in our homeland.
Do a salutoin, Hunter. What can I do for you?
Hello again, or do a salutoin, as we say in our homeland. Hello again, or do a salutoin, as we say in our homeland.
gods, what an infernal
Feels like
heat!
we've landed inside the heart of the sun.
The Guardians mustn't listen to him. His every word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known.
They glow with a brilliant flame, Your Grace. Even he cannot snuff it out.
Oh, but he sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. I fear their will is weak. Too weak still.
You! What radiance burns from your being? Enough to scorch even the likes of me, I find. And that is no small feat. Most impressive, yes, most impressive indeed. Why, I am a soldier of fire. And does this landscape not befit me? I have lived here for eons, since the first great peace, when the world as your kind know it was first secured. We were invited here by a great leader, I believe. Yes, a leader. I'm sure it was. The details, they crumble like ash when I try to grasp them in truth. But the radiance of that time has never left me. Victory, blazing victory, adorned our heads like a crown of glorious flames. What do I know? Ha! Fire magic is me, and I am it. A far better question is, what would you like to know? Take care, my friend. Those who blaze brightly may find themselves targeted by darkness. You've returned, my brilliant friend. What is it that you wish to know? Take care.
haunts me. Follows my vision like confused spots after staring in the sun.
We are haunted
Good to
by
see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? Most certainly.
and hope.
That must be the Hall of Flames, mustn't it? You control the elements, Source Hunter, and fire is the most Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about those scallywags. They are diluting Starstone with blood magic? Vile fiends. This sect, You have to trace this sect back to the very pit where it burrows. Bloodstone. The horror.
How might I serve our mission?
Source Hunter, welcome. Welcome.
Alas, no. I can predict to a degree.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
Wait! Stop! Can it be? A source hunter? Oh, my fortune, my fate! I am saved! They're coming for me. They know I've escaped, and they won't stop until they've sliced me in two and corrupted my corpse with darkness. The cult! The dark heart of the Immaculates! The corrupted few who lead their trusting converts upon a path paved with source! Well, they won't stop until they've silenced me. And worse. I am Samid, once a humble miner, once a devoted Immaculate, now a refugee in flight from both religion and home. I once counted myself among their most faithful. Such a devotee to the Immaculate Way was I, that I rose swiftly through its ranks, became privy to each of the esoteric rituals of the Immaculate Method. But in time, I discovered too much. When I was granted access to Sacred Stone, the most protected Immaculate village, I watched with horror as our enlightened leaders unabashedly performed darkest source magic. I immediately reported this corruption to our highest priest, Lady Attenbearer. I'll never forget her laugh. Mirthless and savage. She was one of them. A sorcerer. I escaped that terrible place as quickly as my feet could fly. And now, you must do what I cannot. You must end the darkness that has consumed the Immaculate Way. The source that corrupts it. To gain access to that nest of vipers, you'll have to become one of us. One of them, that is. Speak to Loic, the Immaculate Abbot of the village to the north. Silver Glen, it's called. He'll be only too eager to gain another convert, and only the initiated are granted access to Sacred Stone. The witch? Why, her cabin is only a short walk from here. Look, I'd always heard tell that she, the strange and silent keeper of Luculla, was a sorcerer herself. Though now I see that, if that were true, the Immaculates will be working with, not against her. As it stands, the conduit herself ordered that the witch be contained at all costs. I know not why, but any enemy to this band of demons is a friend to all else. Source Hunter, in the name of the innocent Immaculates, those unaware of the fanged head that leads them, I pray you will expose the truth. So many of us sought only spirit. We had no idea what we'd be asked to sacrifice in return.
My friend, did you hear? That man said the one called Attenborough is nearby. We must find this village, Sacred Stone. I am certain Jarrett has been taken there. And if it is where Attenborough rules, it seems these Immaculates are not all as I have heard.
In her holy name, halt! You shall not tread upon this immaculate road! Has rot taken your ears? I say this is an immaculate road! Only those blessed with Loic's sanction may pass here! Undead, you say? Goblins are one thing, but ghouls? Maybe we were a tad too hostile back there. Yeah, you can pass. I have a great respect for undead slayers, you see. A great respect indeed. Be on your guard, though, for vicious creatures crawl upon the sands beyond. Find the Skull of Stone, but don't stray any further unless you wish to face foes greater than those that haunt most dreamscapes. There's no shame in preparing for the goddess's trial with a careful hand, my future friend. Heed my words. You do well to try your strength in lesser combat before facing what lies beyond this point.
Goddess be with you, knowledgeable one. There is no shame in preparing for the goddess's trial with a careful hand, my future friend.
An immaculate day to you. If you come seeking the goddess, keep to the north.
Goddess's greetings, traveler. Be wary while wandering the... Goddess's greetings...
An immaculate day to you. If you come...
I suppose we'll be spared the troll toll this time around.
Better a toll than being spun into dinner.
A tempest of dust! What happened to the lush forests of Lakud? Why are you all moving
These
so
high plains
fast?
seem a far more treacherous landscape.
Days they drag their souls through fields of dust. Feet fret through fields unfamiliar.
What are you going on about? I think the dust's getting to her, comrade.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary, be vigilant.
Friend, this is most excellent news. Welcome to the Immaculate Fold.
Yes!
Why don't you
I can
stay
feel
a
the
while,
goddess's vigor
darling?
coursing
I just
through
know
my
I
very
could take you on
veins.
a wild ride if you let me.
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Troll toll! Troll toll, if you please. It may be pointless, life may be pointless, but the toll needs to be paid. How could it be? My life is like the bridge behind me. It goes nowhere. Loneliness such as this, how it weighs, how it burdens. Dear me, why? I stand here day and night. Humans hate me, for I must take their gold for no good reason at all. Even among my own I find no companionship. Troll toll is all they think about. Once, though, I was happy. A girl, one of your very own kind, used to pass by daily. She was bright and young and gay. She smiled. She bade me good morning. She told me about the dreams that had come to her in the night, but then she left for a faraway land. She is gone, and I have been lonely ever since. Oh, if only a jolly young girl would come to talk to me once more. It's all the goblins' fault. They cut the ropes to prevent you humans from going to the mines below. Ropeless, pointless, and yet I must cry for toll. We ask for toll because our king commands us to. He is mad for gold, all his senses crave it. Gold is his life, and therefore it is my life too. Even though I care more for the daisies in the fields than I could ever care for cold, dead metal, no matter how pretty its lustre. He is the king of Lucula Forest, and a most formidable troll indeed. I do not even like to talk about him, for fear he might find out and crush my skull like a walnut. Archibald, though, Archibald may be willing to speak. His fine mind makes him bold. Find Archibald, a proud troll and troll father, if you wish to know about the king. 1,000 gold coins, such is the toll I must ask. So, let's have the troll toll, if you please.
After all, we'll hardly miss 1,000 coins.
The toll has been paid, and I thank you for it. From the heart of my bottom, I apologise that you have paid good money to cross a broken bridge. Leave me, like she left me, my bonny lass. Would that another would come. Would that another would come and ask, "How are you, Fumble?" Loneliness.
Next time you must introduce me to your handsome friend. His musk dominates the breeze most pleasingly.
Excuse you, young lady. No comrade of mine is bringing a trawl to the campfire while I've got hair in my lungs.
Troll toll, hear the mantra of the leave me.
Indeed I haven't. Good-for-nothing troll. Just stands there and mopes like a mule. When it first started to appear...
Welcome to His Holy Asylum.
Don't look at me like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
Loneliness is a dead end, just like the bridge.
Your knightship! Oh, please, come to our aid! My wife and I are stranded here. Oh, we're refugees, my liege. Two of the far too few souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglane, but we were attacked by highwaymen. Those devils would have scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Oh, the brave creature bit one of them in half, though not before being frightfully wounded himself. Oh, it was naught but a small stop for trading folk along the long road south to Sicil. Well, we got along all right, but now our little home's finally been undone. Orcs invaded, and the source hunter who was meant to protect us didn't save a one of us. Bravest beast of burden in the borough is Alfie, but the poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more. Which means we can't move no more either. Why, it would be folly to abandon a bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your knightship? Besides, all our worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without it. And yet, we can hardly stay here forever. Silverglane is close enough to see the chimney fumes from here. Mara absolutely refuses to leave Alfie's side, and like I said, I'm inclined to agree with her. If only a stout champion would, step up and lend us a hand. Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglane, your knightship. For it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy in a new town. Without Alfie, though, without the tools he carries, I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for salmon with his bare hands. Never could I produce the quality of work for which I'm renowned. Our predicament is clear, and the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work. He needs... well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglane. Oh, we are, my liege. Though, like I said, it would grieve us dearly to leave Alfie behind.
Podge, but my uncle added them to his dinner once and he saw blue goblins for a fortnight.
You're right. We should try to heal Alfie first.
Indeed.
I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can...
Potent heat!
Toasty! Oh, how good it is to see a human face in these odious woods filled with nightmares come real. Do forgive me if I seem a bit bedraggled, but we've had a frightful time of it of late. My husband Bjorn's a blacksmith, of some renown as a matter of fact, a favourite with the legionnaires that passed through Hunter's Edge, or used to, I should say. He hasn't a head for business though, and that's where I come in. We made a good living, he and I, in that what is there left to say, really. I could tell you it's more wholesome than Sicil, but then the orcs came. I could tell you it's cosy, that the people there are nice, but then the orcs came. All you'll find there now are broken dreams and broken bodies around orcish bonfires. Hunter's Edge? It no longer exists. Oh, I do hope you can heal dear Alfie. He deserves every care he can get after saving us so valiantly. Or perhaps he was just hungry. Still, the result is...
I knew that man, comrade. A fine blacksmith, Bjorn. It gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he and Mara escaped Hunter's Edge. But it's no wonder he blames... Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century, and save for the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the towns. I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at them to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of them, but I couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand and seemed far too fine a treasure to belong to an orc. You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby, and it was the worst misjudgment of my life, comrade. Their kind never did take a shine to such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with. All was peaceful back at the village. All was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs. Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade. I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep. Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts. For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance? Ready to defend?
Ooh, the pain. Demons take all bandits. I bit one of the buggers in two, and still he's stabbed and stabbed before he finally croaked. I have no idea what I am really, only that I was caught in a snare when I was very little. Luckily, the hunter thought I didn't look quite appetising enough to be eaten, and so he sold me to Mara. Bjorn didn't like the look of me at first, but when I grew strong, stronger than 5 stallions combined, I was suddenly promoted to carrier beast. Were that I was weak, for I loathe carrying things. Bless your heart merely to suggest it, my friend, but you'll need powerful magic indeed to cure this devilish gash. I've heard they dabble in healing rituals in Silverglen, which is, ironically, the very place we're unable to reach, us three.
We're stuck here, so close to our goal. Oh, will we ever reach Silverglen? To think of
How
all the
you are
clothes
bleeding,
I left
Alfie.
behind in Hunter's Edge.
Oh, is there
all
nothing
the
I
jewels and
can
trinkets.
Ooh, the pain. Demons take all...
His dinner once, and he saw blue goblins for a fortnight.
Ooh, I have no idea what I am really, only that I was caught in a snare when I was... If only, my friend, if only. What was it they said about Silverglen? Blood magic or some such abracadabra. But what if it works? A bloodstone? Then it is in your power to heal me. Will you?
Jewels and trinkets.
Oh, how are you holding up, my sweet? You're not too tired?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But how about you close your eyes for a bit? Have a rest.
Close my eyes in the
We
middle
have
of
the means to save this animal, and so we shall.
That would be the kind thing to do.
My word! Well, this is marvellous! Nay, miraculous! Outlaws be damned! I am healed!
As powerful as it is sinister.
Ho hum. I can't can't believe we're stuck here, so close to our goal.
Oh, I feel fret. They worked me as diligently as a peasant is oxen, but what can I do? They've owned me and fed me for as long as I can remember. As far as I know, this is what life is. Even though I have good hopes they'll give me a bit more rain.
I hope so, my love.
What do you say, your knightship? Will you escort us? We are your knightship. With Alfie healed, we're raring to go. Right you are, Sir Knight. This is it, Mara. You and Alfie stick close together now. Onward, to Silverglade.
What do you think you're doing?
Silverglade! I can see the watchtowers! We're almost there! Silverglade! I can see the watchtowers! We're almost there!